there is no bullishness in this story. It is just a story created by the Indian public. For what reason, I don't know. Because there are 8 or 10 global listed auto companies, and you can see what has happened to them in the last 3 months, 6 months. Every one of them has warned. One of our bigger companies in India is basically 50-60% exposed to the same market. How can it be that 9 out of 9 companies warn? Our company doesn't warn but says that we will close down the plant because there is too much inventory, but in the long run we are bullish. If nine of those guys in their market are not bullish, why we are bullish about our company? I don't know. Overall, I think that auto is one of the worst sectors to invest in, and I think that this new IPO will most probably on listing will be plus minus par.
I think that this is a huge, huge issue. But we said the same thing when LIC came, and that got swallowed. I think this will also get swallowed. It's a good IPO for India, and I think that it will probably take money away from some of the other companies like Maruti and M&M and Aisha and all the other companies. But I think that at the end of it all, we do need more, and this is good quality paper, and it's a company that's doing well. So why not? And it'll be like Maruti, where Maruti gets half its earnings, more than half its earnings from Maruti India. Hyundai could actually end up being the same place with them.
Yeah. It is an OFS. Let's remember that nothing is coming back to the company. But I think the numbers so far have held up pretty well. So I think the product launches, the volumes, the top line growth, the margins have been reasonable enough. And to a certain extent, I think if an investor has a medium-term view, we can subscribe to the IPO. But I've also got an equally important point to mention that Maruti in the same breath, right? The mid-segment cars that they operate out of, the expectation largely is that they should recover their market share over the next few quarters. And there is not much of a valuation gap between Maruti and Hyundai. Maruti gets a sort of a premium valuation for all these factors. So Maruti also should remain on your watch list.
I would like to, recommend and even try to buy Hyundai post-listing. I don't really invest in IPOs. It's a big waste of time. But Hyundai, if you get it at a good price, is something you should buy and hold in your portfolio. This is a sector which should do really, really well going forward.
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits. And then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.